So church starts at 11, and I think it's like 11 right now. So it's gonna take me about 15 minutes to get there. So anyway, onward and upward. Yes. Today, of course, is my cooking live. So I'll shoot a little something so I can share in my weekly vlog. How about that? Peekaboo. I hope that you all are having a wonderfully blessed Sunday and that you start your Sunday giving all honor and respect due to our Most High God, the great I am, Jehovah, Elohim, El Shaddai.
I am a child of God. He loves me. He leads me.
Happy Monday. My Monday started out with a lot going on. I had several emails I had to go through and respond, this, that, the other. So I am just now taking my lunch break. And yes, I'm working remotely from home, but I do have to stop at my office and check the mail and go and give my youngest some cranberry bliss bread because his school is located literally within minutes from my job. So anyway, but for my lunch break, I do have something that I wanted to put together that I bought the items for it. I think it was on Friday. I'm going to make a fall wreath. So I saw this. Oh, wait a minute. This could be a new look. All right. Okay. Holla. Earrings? No. Hat? Maybe. Picture frame? Yes. Anywho. Whew. I'm gonna make this into a wreath. On the back of it, it has the hole, so that will give you direction. So I'm gonna bring you down so you can see the items that I bought so I can make this a wreath. And I'm gonna hang this outside of our door. So let's go. Let's check this out, okay? I am using my hot glue gun. And now I'm gonna take some of the elements that I bought. I thought this looked very nice. I got 2 of these. So I'm gonna place them in there first to see, make sure I like where they go. And that would be very smart of anyone who's doing this to do. I got 2 of them, so one will go, and they're gonna go in the direction that this is going, you know what I mean? Make sure that y'all can see what I'm doing. So far, this is what we have. But I also bought some flowers. They just have this little stem. And let's see, I can put the flowers in there. And then I can put them over here on this side, okay? I also have pumpkins. I'm not into Halloween, never have been ever since I was a child growing up. Didn't dress up in the costumes and this, that, the other. But I do like fall in general. It's my favorite season. And then to finish it off, I have this. So I'm gonna slide that right there. Then I'm gonna open it up a little bit. I want to obscure your nice little pumpkin that you have right there. And then I'll put it right here. Let me finish this one off. And there you have it. Now I'm gonna hot glue this and then I'll show you the finished deal. Okay, I'm in the car now and I have cranberry bliss and some soup for him. And later on this week, I will be taking him and his friend, who I call my adopted son, to dinner, and I'll take you along with me. Yeah, it always feels great when your children reach out and they want to spend time with you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is his freshman year of college, and he could be doing a lot of things, but actually wanting to spend some time QT with me, which QT is his language of love. Yeah, peekaboo. Never be too busy for your children. So I'm gonna drop this off, stop at my, well, I need to get gas. Yeah, I filled up, I think it was Friday, and now I'm at a quarter of a tank. So I need to fill the gas tank, stop by. When I say stop, I mean literally, I'm gonna pull up to his dorm. He will get here, he will get his food. I might have him taste the cranberry bliss since Sunday didn't do it. And so you can get a review, you know, impromptu raw review of the cranberry bliss bread. And then I gotta stop at my job, make sure the fort is clear. And this week I'm hoping to interview for my executive assistant position. Oof, Lord, I need an executive. I'm doing my job and her job, or his job. But yeah, that's what I need. Then I'm gonna head back to my side of town. I do need to stop at CVS or Walgreens to get me some little vitamin C drops. I also need to schedule an appointment for me and for Sunday. He needs his physical, and I just need blood work and labs done for open enrollment for insurance. It's that time of the year to, you know, select your health insurance, and eye and dental, which I still go with the same Anthem. Holla at your girl, peekaboo. When I was growing up, we had Kaiser, and my dad just really went through a horrible experience with Kaiser and their gateway system. And yes, they are HMO, but it was just horrible. It affected his quality of life, his ability to work and everything, waiting for over a year to be able to get a surgery that he actually needed. So, Kaiser, don't even look at me. Yeah, I don't want to go through that. I want to be able to pick whatever doctor I want to. And I can stay inside the network. You know, I got a PPO. But honey, no. Like, I want to go and see a ENT, ear, nose, throat doctor, because I've been having this issue with my sinuses for a while, and I'm always like clearing my throat and stuff. I just, you know, precautionary. I have the insurance. You know what I'm saying? Need to go and check that out and see what is going on, because it's like I'm never just like ever just feel like all of this is okay. So all right, let me jump out. I'm at the big QT, holla at your girl. Okay, peekaboo. To go to Kohl's to return to Amazon, two Amazon purchases. And you know, when you return at Kohl's, you get $5 of Kohl's cash, which this is good until October the 4th. I don't know if I'll use it. A lot of times I end up not using it. I'll buy things periodically from Kohl's, but I'm not like a big Kohl's shopper, right? So anyway, I did my makeup and everything. I have a little event to go to today. I will take you along with me. I did something with my hair, put some product in it, try to make it look a little something decent. And yeah, I was working remotely today, and when I say working remotely, honey, I mean like it took me a while to even just get dressed, because as soon as I got up, I was on my phone and I had to look through emails, respond to emails, and this, that, the other. And then finally I was like, oh my goodness. And of course, this is after, you know, I read my Bible scriptures, and, you know, I try to schedule my social media posts in the evening. So those are scheduled. So when you see me posting on social media, that's not me posting in real time. That's scheduled post. But yeah, just have a lot of stuff going on from work. So yeah, felt like I was behind the eight ball today. And then we had television taping, but it's through Zoom. But two people didn't show up, so kind of worked out. So we'll record that show at the end of the month. But I also have a presentation I have to make tomorrow, so I have that going on. Yeah, we're supposed to get some horrible rain, so that's going to stop one of the things I had going on for Saturday. But I think I'm still supposed to go to an awards dinner or something on Saturday night. But we'll see. Anyway, I just wanted to give you a little update, tell you what's going on with me on this happy Tuesday. Did I say that already? Happy Tuesday to you. I went to this event and there was amazing food. It was a nice spot, but I did not take any video. I am a little, shy when it comes to going to events where I really don't know anyone. I did see a couple people that I was familiar with, but really don't know anyone. And then it was like, then the crowd starts coming in, and then I really don't like large crowds, so yeah, I didn't get the footage, which I wish I would at least got a picture of the food, but it really wasn't that type of vibe, like whipping out your phones and stuff. So you probably can't see me. I'm driving home. It's late. I can't wait to get in the house. I really have to work on this part of me. I'm just not the person that wants to sit here and work the room. Like, And then it's like when you go to these type of places, it's like dudes are just like looking at you and everything, and you're like, no, don't look over here, honey, and don't look here. Okay, like I'm a whole married woman, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, but that's that. So on to the next day. So good to be home. Thank you, Jesus. Amen.
Maybe August, September last year, I started noticing a lot of numbness and tingling in my left arm. And I've had carpal tunnel before. Actually, I've had surgery on both hands for it. And so that's a symptom of that. So I said, oh no, it's coming back again. I may have to have the surgery again. And it stayed with me for about a month, and I just procrastinated on going to the doctor. I was like, I got to get an appointment with the ortho, and kept putting it off. And then the hand got worse, and it used to get very stiff and very cold, which is still not unusual with carpal tunnel. So I'm still thinking this is what it is. And I used to have to put the heating pad on my hand and try to warm it up, and because you couldn't feel it too good, and all this tingling and numbness sensation. And I said, this has been going on for 2 months. Let me pick up the phone and call the doctor. Couldn't get in to see my ortho for another month. So I said, well, let me call my primary care. In between my call one night to the next morning, between my primary to just sitting in the sofa to the primary care doctor, my left side and my torso and my thigh and my leg down to my foot became numb and tingly, the same sensation. And I knew right then, I said, this is not carpal tunnel syndrome. We have something else going on here. The first thing that came to mind was a stroke, because that's kind of one of the symptoms there too. Then I put that out of my mind after I talked with a friend of mine, and I gave them some of the other symptoms, and they were like, no, I don't think you're having a stroke, but you definitely have something maybe neurological going on. And so I went ahead with the appointment with my primary care doctor. They had me come in, did some tests, ran some MRIs of my brain and my neck. And she called me back the next day, and she says, Bridget, we have to get you to a specialist, a neurologist. We think, it looks like you could have there's some lesions on your brain. So of course, when I heard that, I'm like, what? What? And she said it could be a stroke, it could be a mess, but we just don't know. So we want you to see a neurologist. So they were doing the referral. I said, nope, I got a neurologist already. Called her, was able to get in. Told her about all these different symptoms that was going on. And she looked at my chart and saw that. And she's talking to me. She says, well, Bridget, I really think this is a mess, but I don't know for sure. She said, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to let you go to the hospital because we need to give you this infusion of solumedrol. And so I want you to leave here now and I want you to go to the hospital. And I told her I couldn't do that because I had meetings. I had stuff I had to do at work. I have my mother caregiver. I said, well, look, can I go next week? And she gave me the craziest look, like, you want to schedule a time to go to the hospital? I was like, well, yeah, I need to, I got stuff to do this weekend. I have a dinner party Saturday. I don't have time to do that this weekend. I got stuff to do. And she said, you have 24 hours. I expect you to check in by tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. So that was, kind of like, yes, ma'am. All right, I guess I'm going to the hospital. So after 3 days in the hospital, that was the other thing. She told me I had 3 to 5 days that she was going to keep me. So by the end of the conversation, she said, okay, I'm going to meet you through for the 5 days. I said, no, I'll do 3. She said, but Bridget, you really need 5. I said, you said 3 to 5. So I'm going to take the 3 for 500, Alex. I'll do 3 days and that's it. I got to get out of here. I had a spades game that Saturday I wanted to go to. So I had to go. And I told her, I said, I got to go. But I came home that evening, got everything together for my mom and did some grocery shopping, cleaning up, went to the emergency room and they did all of the admissions, did the MRI, they did a spinal tap, which scared me to death. When you think about somebody sticking a long needle in your spine, that is pretty frightening. And it was scary, but I must tell you guys, if you ever have to do that, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was just a lot of pressure. It actually didn't hurt. So I think it was more nerves. But after they did all this and they started giving me an infusion of solumedrol, which is a steroid, to help with some of these symptoms, sure enough, it came back and it was definitely multiple sclerosis. And so when I had my follow-up visit with my neurologist and she sat across the room from me, and, she told me, here's where we are. This is what it is. And for a minute, when I think MS, I think wheelchair, loss of eyesight. How am I going to take care of myself? Who's going to take care of my mom? This can be a debilitating disease. How am I going to be able to work? How am I going to pay bills? All these things run through your mind. And as I sat there for about a good 60 seconds, no more than 2 minutes, and I just looked at her like she had 10 heads. And then I said, well, you know what? Where do we go from here? What's our action plan? Because I remember the God that I serve. And so all those things that started going through my mind, yes, they could happen. They really could. But I serve a God who's greater. And even if it does happen to me, he'll get me through it. And I told her that. And she said, I've never seen anybody take a diagnosis like you have of MS, like you've just sat here. She said, I don't see any tears. I don't see worry. She said, I saw a pause. I said, because you don't know the God that I serve then.
Happy Friday. I'm so glad it's the end of the week and I had a long work day. So at the end of my work day, I decided to go and get some new house plants and repot some of the ones that I had. So this is one of the beauties that I got today. This is one I already have and I repotted it and it was dying, but now you see there's life. This is a new one that I got today. Ooh, look at it. Isn't it beautiful? Yes. And I got this one. Oh my goodness. So beautiful. And this can get very big, so I'm excited about this. These are plants that I already had. But this one, I took it out of the water and I potted it. So now we'll see how it does. But it was growing pretty well in the water as I was propagating it. But look at that. And I repotted this one. Yes. I also repotted this one as well. I took my second pineapple out of the water and here it is. And I peeled some of these back before I potted it. But yeah, we're gonna see how this does inside. And eventually I'm gonna bring the one that's outside, I'm gonna bring it in. My babies over here are doing well. Of course, it takes a lot to kill a snake plant, I'm telling you. This one is doing well. Now, some people do have problems with these outside because aphids like getting on them, whatever, but this is on the inside. And my succulents are doing well, except for this one. Look, it's like falling off as I'm touching it. Don't know what happened with that one, but yeah, it's looking pretty cute. And no complaints out of this one. It's doing well. And yeah. Now this one right here is growing. Do you see that? Those are all new right there. I'm so happy. Happy Saturday to you. So, the end of my week. I didn't have to go to my event today because it was canceled because there was a possibility of us getting inclement weather because of Hurricane Ian. It didn't happen, but that was okay because I got a lot of work done for my branding. So stay tuned. You'll see some new elements added to my channel. I also felt a little creative today, so I took some blank canvases and I created some wall art. Peekaboo. Yeah, I have some areas in our home that I want to add some textured art, so I created it myself. I also went outside and I got my basil leaves and I dried them, so I'm going to crush those up and I'm going to put them into my spice drawer. Yesterday, I bought some Brussels sprout starts and I'm gonna put those in my garden tomorrow. So that's it for me for this week. Thank you for watching. If you haven't, please subscribe to the channel, turn on a little notification bell so that you will know when new content is uploaded. And I will see you tomorrow, Cooking Live with Dorsha, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye-bye.